Thanks, Victoria. I'm glad to be here. I'm excited for next week. Let's do it.
Yes, me too. Me too. Can you believe this is our sixth conference?
It's gone fast. It really has. And I can't, well, time in general is going fast. But yeah, and once it starts, it's like it's over before I'm really ready for it to end.
I know. It's all the work going up to it. It's like planning a wedding, and then all of a sudden the day happens, and then it's done. But it is going to be wonderful. We have some amazing speakers coming in this year. We have some new breakout sessions. Every year we try to change it up a bit. And so it's going to be wonderful. And we are at a new venue. We are at Community Reformed Church in Zeeland. And for those of you who are maybe just seeing this for the first time, we are talking about the Well Ministry for Creatives and our annual conference. And we are a ministry that serves Christian creatives. And Kathy is the founder. And just tell us a little bit about your heart behind it, Kathy.
Well, being a creative can sometimes feel lonely. And I don't think that's how God intended us to be. So he really put it on my heart to gather creatives because I was involved in a lot of different creative type ministries. And I loved every one of them. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool to get them all together?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how it started, where the idea came from. And he has just totally blessed it.
He has. I remember the first time, which was really more like a retreat. It was out on Camp Geneva, and there was only a handful of attendees, maybe 20 some attendees. And I remember coming. I was one of those attendees. And so to see where it's come and what God's done since then has just been so fun to be a part of. So if you have never heard of The Well, we are at seeyouatthewell.net. You can go there and find out more about us. But right now we are doing our orientation. So this is meant for all those who are already signed up for the conference. We're just going to go through things that we think that you would want to know, things to make your experience better. We used to do this as a class at the conference, and we decided to start doing it about a week or two before so that you could be even more prepared when you come. So this is for you attendees, but we are going to put it out there just in case anyone just happens upon this and they're a creative and they'd like to join us. You never know.
Never.
Yeah, that's right. And so if you are somebody who is not registered yet, like I said, it's not too late to sign up. You go to seeyouatthewell.net, and because you're seeing this today, we are offering a coupon code. It is for $50 off, and the coupon code is SPLASH50. So if it's something that you're just seeing us for the first time and you want to know more and you want to join us, SPLASH50 is a code that you can use to get $50 off your registration.
That's right. And it is well worth it, and you will be welcomed warmly.
Yes. And like I said, we are at Community Reformed Church in Zeeland this year. That is on Felt Street in Zeeland. You can find the address online at their website. And this is a new venue for us. So we are very excited to be at a new place that has room for growth for us. So we are going to get right into it and talk about some things that our existing registered attendees might want to know. So first of all, we just wanted to give you one more chance to sign up for our pre-conference sessions. These are outside of the regular conference, and they are on Thursday afternoon from 2 to 5 p.m. And these are like intensives, master classes. They're for 3 hours, and we offer 4 of them. So if you have not signed up yet, we want to encourage you to do so. It's well worth the $75, right, Kathy?
It is. It's a very good class. If you're interested into getting into the meat of the subject and hands-on learning, the pre-conferences are a great way to do that.
Yes, and we have 4 of them this year. So I'm just going to go down those real quick, just give you a little bit about each one. So we have Sean Kuhn, and he is coming to teach about building your platform. It's a boot camp on building your platform as a creative and ways that you can do it outside of using the internet. So that is going to be a wonderful marketing. You'll be able to learn so much about what you can do to build your own community to get your creative works out there. Now, it's particularly he teaches and coaches authors, but this can be used for any type of creative work that you have. Another one that we have is Karen Porter. She is going to be doing one on all things publishing. And I know you've known Karen Porter for a while, so I'll let you speak to this.
Karen is a wonderful lady of the Lord who has done so much. She is one who has dreamed big, and God has made it happen. It's been an amazing journey for her doing that, publishing. And I know a lot of great books have been published through them.
Yes. Now she's coaching on it. So she was running the business before, and now she's coaching authors on writing and publishing and speaking. So all of the things. So it's going to be a wonderful intensive on everything you need to know about the publishing industry, to get your books and get your important message out there.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. And then the next one we have, Michelle Chenoweth is going to be teaching on turning your book into a movie. So we have had this happen through connections, through the Well Conference, where there's been people who have had their books turned to movies, or they have submitted screenplays, and those are now going to be movies. And so, Kathy, you've had that happen too.
Yes, I wrote the book from a screenplay.
Okay.
But it was turned into a movie. And so the whole experience was great.
Yeah.
It's just, you never think that you're going to be doing that. But when it happens, it's like, wow,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. So Michelle has written some biblical fiction novels, but it's where she takes Bible stories. So I'll give you an example. The Jealous Son is a story that was inspired by the Cain and Abel story in the Bible, but she has taken that story and she's brought it to today's culture and written a book about it, a novel. And that is what she is pitching right now to movie producers and to investors. So she already has gone through a lot of the process, and she's going to teach you how to take a novel or a book and turn it to a screenplay, and then what you need to do to get it in front of people to get it made into a movie, from the pitch deck to like the cost, just to the whole process. So that is going to be an amazing pre-conference as well. And she actually has a movie that she's going to be showing, a short movie trailer clip. It's about a 10-minute clip, and she's going to show that in her class, how they produced that, wrote the screenplay for it, produced it, and now it's what she's out there pitching. So that is pretty exciting, and she's had some eyes on it. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, it's exciting. So
yeah. And then lastly, we have Cindy Boltema, and she is just a gem. She is going to be teaching on ministry leadership. She has started a consulting business. It's called Boltema Impact Group, or BIG, and it's about having big dreams for ministry. And so she is an adjunct professor, and she teaches ministry leadership at the collegiate level. And so she is going to be here with BIG, and she's going to be doing a pre-conference on ministry leadership. So you'll want to go to our website, seeyouatthewell.net, and you'll want to read those descriptions so that even better than what we've described today, what those pre-conferences are about. But we do definitely recommend signing up for a pre-conference. And if you haven't done it yet, you can do it online, or if you come to the registration table and you decide even then you want to, you can pay for it right at the registration table. All right, let's go on to another add-on. So a lot of people, when they purchased their Registration, they purchased it at last year's conference. This is something that we do. We offer a very good price, like $200 off the initial price of the conference if you purchase next year's conference while you're at the conference. So we want you to be prepared for that we're going to put that form that we're going to open it up at our conference for next year, and you'll get $200 off. So when people do that, sometimes they just purchase that, and then later they need to add their meals on, or they change their mind and want to add meals after all when they didn't originally put them on their registration. So you can still do that. We have gotten most of our numbers in, but if you have not purchased meals yet, you can go to our website and look for the add-on form. It says conference add-ons, or you can search that up and you can purchase those meals. We've also posted that in our Facebook group, the See You at the Well Facebook group. It's for people who are registered for the conference and faculty.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about the meals? The hospitality?
I was going to say, no. Yes, the meals, not only are they so good taste, and if you have any dietary needs, Monica, our hospitality queen, will take care of you. She's amazing, and she's been with us the whole time at the well. So we just love her.
We do recommend that if you do have a very strict diet, that you bring some food with you to supplement, because she does her best to meet all the needs. But if you know personally that you have a lot of dietary restrictions, bring some food along. She will do her best to have something there that you can eat at every meal. But sometimes what she has isn't enough. So you know what you need. Bring extra for yourself if it's something that you know you normally can only eat certain things.
Right.
But we cover the gluten-free, the dairy-free, the sugar-free. All the main ones they cover. So yes, that and she and her husband, boy, they go all out to try to make it to where everyone has something they like.
Yes.
Not very many people walk away hungry. All right. So we mentioned the Facebook group. If you have registered and you're not in that group yet, I know a lot of you are, but if you're not, this video will be played in that group again. So if you want to take notes, or if you're just seeing this live and you're only catching part of it, you'll want to make sure that you have joined that Facebook group, because we're going to be putting a lot of updates in there over the next week. We have been doing that anyway, but we're going to be putting more in there. So you'll want to make sure you join. It's See You at the Well, and if you've registered, there was an email that went out that has links to all these things that we're talking about today. And so you'll be able to find the link to that Facebook group there. Generally, you get invited to it when you sign up, but there is that link in your order confirmation and in the email, so you can join that group. So let's go ahead and talk about the breakout sessions and the worksheets. So one of the things that Kathy has decided a long time ago, different than some other conferences, is that you do not have to stick to a set track. So we have speaking, writing, theater, film, art, and music, marketing, personal and spiritual growth, and biblical studies. So I'm going to have Kathy speak to that, because it was her heart to make it to where you could just pick and choose over multiple tracks.
It's important to get a whole teaching. Now, God has the plan for your teaching. He has the plan for your time at the well. Now, if you're there doing some writing courses, great. But what if you get this little nudge? It says, I think you should go over here into marketing. Or maybe you need a break and go into art, because art's fantastic. Or maybe some worship time. I would say follow the nudge. Just follow God's direction at the well of where he wants you to go. And I just think that is the best advice I can give. It's important.
Yeah.
But like me, there's a lot. I could go to any of them. and be
Mm-hmm.
enriched.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, don't feel like you
Mm-hmm.
have to stay into one track. Enjoy it. Have
Yeah.
fun.
We have we have found Kathy, she was mostly in the beginning writing, but she'd done drama at church, and she'd done music. And so, she knew that creatives, they are creative in more than just one way. So rather than have to stick to writing and take all writing courses, you can just pick and choose. And so why we're talking about this now is we have all of our breakout sessions listed on our website. And so what we recommend is that you go out there and you look at what we've got and kind of decide ahead of time what you might want to come to. Some of them have worksheets, and you are able to take those worksheets and print them off so you have them with you and you're ready to go. Now, some of the faculty will be bringing worksheets with them, and so they're not out on the website. So if you look at a breakout session and you decide, yes, I'm absolutely going to that one, and you go there and there's not a worksheet, it means there's either not a worksheet for that class, or the faculty member is bringing it, the presenter is bringing it with. So, but we do recommend going out there and kind of getting an idea, because if you just come and you have no idea, it can be a little overwhelming because we offer so many different options. We do list the breakout sessions and the descriptions in our program, which is off to the printer now. So you will have an opportunity to look while you're there, or if you need a refresher, but we do recommend you take a look and at least have an idea of what you might want, and print out any of those worksheets that you know for sure you're going to those classes. And if you decide, you don't have to sign up. A lot of people will ask, where do we sign up for breakouts? You don't have to, because like Kathy said, we want it to be Holy Spirit moved. So if you're there and you thought I was going to take these 5, and you all of a sudden change your mind because you listen to the nudge, like Kathy said, that's totally fine. We know that's what it is that the Lord wants you to do. So, but we did want to let you know they are out there for you to print those out.
Mm-hmm. What, Victoria? What's the total amount of workshops available?
We have 56, I believe, because we have 8 different tracks and we offer 7 sessions throughout. Mm-hmm. So that's 56, right?
That's very good.
And you don't have to go to 7 of them. Some people, they decide that, you know what, by Saturday afternoon when the last of the breakouts are happening, they may decide, you know what, I'm going to sit this one out. I just need to sit and just reflect on everything that I've learned so far. And that's okay too. And we also wanted to remind you that we have Hamlet Productions is going to be at our conference. Now, you guys know Andrew. If you've been there before, you know Andrew. He's our tech guru. They're also doing our promo reels. So we have some people signed up, but there are still some spots available. And with Andrew doing the promo reels this year, he is able to give us a good deal, but also he's able to do some really neat things in the background. So it's not, this year it's a little different because it's not just sitting down like you're in a living room getting interviewed, or that you're talking, which is great. And if you want to still do it the way we've done it in the past, that's amazing. You still can. He's going to have a space that he's working from that has options. There is that living room little setting where you can just be sitting there like you're having coffee and a conversation with someone. But he also has a stage that has a podium and a microphone. So if you're a speaker and you want to get up there and have your promo reel be looking like you speaking up there on stage, you can do that. There's also going to be a green screen he's going to have there. With that, it's fun because you can let him know what you would like to have in the background of your video, and he will make sure it happens. So I recommend going to our website. Again, that is seeyouatthewell.net, and looking on the conference page for the promo reels. We have samples. there's a coach's promo reel, there's one for a speaker, and there's one that's a book trailer about a new book that's coming out. So authors, you can do that too. So we recommend that you check those out. And then on our website, there is a sign up that you can sign up ahead of time. So anything you want to say about that, Kathy?
I'm just excited about the whole thing because, it's going to get the word out there for all of us.
Yes.
I know I'm signed up for the Well Publishers, so
Mm-hmm.
he's already worked on the script and everything, and it's perfect. So we're ready to
awesome.
go.
We're doing two. We're going to do a new one for the Well Conference. And then Jim and I are doing one for our ministry, Do Life to the Full ministry. So we're signed up for two, but he does have quite a few spots available. He actually brought on another person on his team so that he'll be teaching at some of the breakout sessions in the theater and film. And then he'll also be working on those promo reels. So we recommend you getting signed up for that. All right, let's go on to the next thing. Another thing that we have available for all of our attendees is professional headshots with family life photography. And I'm going to let Kathy talk about this because she's known Indira for a long time.
Indira is a woman full of energy, and I love her dearly. I want some of that energy. Anyway, she takes fantastic headshots, and she is ready and willing to work with you on what you would like. So
Yes.
I'm signed up for that too.
Yeah, she's charging, and we have to get signed up too. I just happened to think about that. She's charging $50, and what you'll get with that is your sitting. So that's already worth it just for your sitting fee. And then she's going to go through all the photos, and she'll pick out about 3 of the best ones, and she's going to do basic editing on them, and then you'll be able to get all 3. So you don't have to just pick one. So that's nice. You'll be able to get 3 edited shots plus your sitting for $50. That's a really
very good. Yes.
And those spots are filling up. So if you are thinking about it, you're going to want to go to our website again, seeyouatthewell.net. I'll put that back up here. I probably should just leave it up here the whole time, right? But you can go there and you can sign up for a spot to get your headshots done.
That's right. And there's a quota on how many wrinkles she'll take out. I've known this. So
yeah, she does want you to look like yourself, right?
That's right.
She did let me know, though, that if someone really wants extra editing other than the basic editing, she's willing to do it, but it'll take a little bit longer and it'll have an extra fee. But she does a great job of just getting that with that basic editing for what you need for a headshot.
Right.
Next, let's talk about our volunteers. Wow. We could not do everything we do without our amazing team of volunteers. And we have a volunteer coordinator, Megan. She's been handling all of that. So, Kathy, you want to go through some of the areas that people can volunteer?
Absolutely. There's always someone that is looking for directions. And so if we give a map to someone and show them everything, where everything is, and you can help someone else. That's one volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
We need volunteers at the bookstore. We need volunteers setting up, taking down. Need volunteers during meals.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that's coming to me at the moment.
Yeah, no, that's good. I think you've covered it. Megan's doing a great job of finding out where your giftings are. On the form that we have on our website, seeyouatthewell.net, there is a place that you can fill out a form and just kind of let Megan know what areas you like to volunteer in, and she does her best to place you in those areas. And then she also it's on her heart, it's important to her that you don't miss too much of the conference. So she is hoping to have a big team of volunteers so that everyone has to just serve maybe 1 or 2 shifts, and then you'll be able to enjoy the rest of the conference. Now, there is a benefit for volunteering. Because we don't want you to miss the conference, if you did have to because of your volunteer shift, you will have access to the full conference recording. So this is all the breakout sessions. What's nice about this is whether you volunteer or not, you're looking at these breakout sessions and there's 2 at the same time and you want to go to both. Well, you can't do that because we haven't figured out a way to do that yet. But what you can do is go to one and then you can listen to the conference recordings. So we will have more updates after the conference on those conference recordings because we're doing things a little bit different this year. But for the volunteers, they will get the full, all those breakouts we talked about, 56, did we say? 56 breakouts sessions, the audios of those, and you'll have access to those to be able to digitally download. So that is definitely a benefit for volunteering. And then also this year, go ahead, Kathy, what else are we giving them?
Well, we are giving them a copy of the Wellspring devotional that Victoria and I wrote. And it's just for any creative who has a heart for God. And we just hopefully encourage you in that because we all want you to be successful. And we want you to complete the journey that God has you on, which He will get you. And so we're all part of that family, this community of creatives. And so we are so honored to give you a copy of that.
Yes, and it'll be a signed copy. So Kathy and I are getting together tomorrow to work on a lot of things, and we'll be signing a bunch of volunteer books so that you'll have a signed copy. So we're excited about that. We appreciate you.
Very much.
It's the least that we can do. Now, if you're a volunteer and you're seeing this and you're not signed up for the conference yet, we do have occasionally people that want to come. You don't get to participate in the conference, but sometimes people want to help in the kitchen or they want to help at the bookstore the whole time. And if you come and volunteer and you aren't able to go to the conference, you're not registered, but you will get a certificate for $100 off for your conference registration for the following year. So if you're somebody who says, I've already got commitments on Thursday and Friday, but I have my Saturday open, I'd be willing to come and volunteer for, the day, you can do that and you'll get a coupon for $100 free off your registration. So that's pretty exciting.
It is.
Yes. Now, we just want to say a quick thank you to our sponsors because we could not do what we do without the support of our sponsors. Not only financially, which that's such a huge help, but also our sponsors continue to support our Christian creatives after they leave the conference. So these are people who come and they want to sponsor the Well because they have a heart for creatives and they offer services and ways that they can continue helping you after you leave the conference. So you are going to want to make sure to visit those sponsor tables to find out how they can continue helping you past the conference. One of those sponsors that's coming has even offered an opportunity for you before the conference even starts, and that is EA Books. And they are going to be there, and they have an anthology that they're offering for first time or even published already authors to be involved in this. And so, Kathy, can you just talk a little bit about what an anthology is for people that don't know about it?
Absolutely. Anthology is like chicken soup for the soul. It's stories all geared to focus on one topic. And obviously for EA Books, that's the work of his hands. They're always a blessing and such an exciting time for first-time writers, especially. They just add a lot to it. EA does it well.
Yes, they do. They have been a sponsor of ours multiple times, and they offer publishing services, marketing services. So they're somebody that will be there and you can talk to them while you're there. It's just wonderful. They're a hybrid publisher, and you can find out more if you go to our website, again, seeyouatthewell.net. Their anthology guidelines are there. So you'll find them on our website. When you click on the button, it'll bring them to explain everything and all the specifics about the work of his hands anthology. And next we have the Well publishers. and they're doing an anthology as well.
Yes.
And that is the Wellspring anthology. So go ahead. I know you already kind of talked about what an anthology is, but go ahead and talk about the Wellspring.
Yes. We started publicizing this opportunity before the well, and we're going to be talking about it more at the well. And we're going to give you a little time after the well to get your submission in, because we want you to get published. We want to start, so that you can make your resume just flourish with all these works you have done for the Lord. And the Wellspring is one way to do it. It's going to be, Wellspring is the topic. So it's, Victoria, why don't you give your definition of Wellspring?
So the theme this year for the conference is Wellspring, because the Holy Spirit kind of gives us the theme every year. We kind of just pray into it, and then something happens to show us what it should be. And Drenched was last year. It usually has a water theme of some sort. And so this year I just knew it was Wellspring. But until we looked up the definition, it was so neat for that confirmation. So I'm going to read it to you. It says, a wellspring is an inexhaustible source of supply or inspiration. It commonly refers to the original fountainhead, spring, or source of a stream. And that's kind of what I knew, kind of like thinking of that living water. But then it goes on, figuratively, it represents a deep, ongoing, or abundant origin of something, such as a wellspring of affection, knowledge, or creativity.
I love that.
Take over, Kathy.
Okay, so that is the focus. You can write about something that's happened at the conference for Wellspring, or you can write about something that maybe has happened in your life that kind of reflects a wellspring. Just pray into it. See where God leads you in that, because I think it's a wonderful topic to really dig into. I think we'll have a lot of treasured stories in that.
Yes, and just like the EA Books anthology opportunity, on our website, you'll be able to click on the Well Publishers Wellspring opportunity, and it will take you to the guidelines, tell you about the costs. We also did a separate video that looks a lot like the one that we're doing here, same background and everything, where Kathy goes into detail about that Wellspring anthology. So you'll be able to take advantage of either of those, and both of them, I believe, continue on after the conference. All right, let's move along to talking about our bookstore. Now, our bookstore form has closed already, but we just still did want to talk to you a minute about it for those of you who have signed up to have your books at the bookstore. So Kathy, go ahead and explain how that works. What do they do when they get there with the books that they are bringing that they already submitted a form for? Because I will tell you that it is a lot of work to get things ready for the bookstore. So if you did not submit a form, you're not going to be able to bring your books there to sell at the bookstore. But go ahead and talk about that.
Okay. We love to give all writers an opportunity to sell their books and get their message out. So we decided to invite all our attendees who have books to sell them at the well. And we have a lot of books that are for sale. So when you first get there and bring your books in, there will be a check-in process where both you'll count the books together with the person who's checking you in to make sure that you have the same numbers put down on the form. So at the end of the process, at the end of Saturday, you'll count them again and see how many you sold. Now, it's not a good idea to take a book and run off to show someone unless you let them know, because that could throw the numbers off.
Right.
But there are marks on the table already set up for you to put your book, a
Yes.
special place for your book. But if you don't have books, if you have artwork or other things that you're selling there, it's basically the same process.
And we will have the bookstore open a lot. We have had on our surveys, we've had it where people have asked for it to be open more because we used to have it open limited. But now that we are gathering a bigger team of volunteers, we can have it open more. It will be closed during the large group sessions. So when the keynote speakers and the worship and the devotions are being done, because we want the focus to be on that. And we also want those who are running the bookstore to be able to take part in those things. And so we will have it closed during part of it, but there will be a sign and it'll tell the bookstore hours, so you'll be able to know when it will be open. And the checkout for it at the end will be when the conference is done. So we'll have a team there. And last year we tried it a little bit differently. We waited until the conference was done and we had a team there and it got done rather quickly. So we'll have several people helping to check out books and reconcile. And then how that works is for any books that you have sold, after the conference is over, so a couple weeks after the conference is over, the bookstore manager will get everything figured out and will mail you the checks for what you sold. So, and it will be minus the 20% donation. It's administration fees for everything that we have to do to, all the work to have the bookstore. And then that 20% donation goes to the Well Ministries account. So that is tax deductible if you want to keep track of that.
Yes.
All right. So now, one of the things when you are a creative and you're working to get your work out there, one of the important things to do is to build a network of other creatives and to connect with each other. And so we offer a wonderful opportunity to do this. We have a table where we'll have little holders for business cards set up, and it's like the ministry to ministry table, and you can put your business cards there. And then when you're at the conference, you want to take several business cards that are there. And then later, what you can do, either on breaks or when you get home, you can look these people up on socials and you can connect with them. And you can, if you didn't get to meet them at the conference, it's okay. You can just say, hey, I was at the Well. I didn't get to meet you, but I sure would like to connect with you. And so you'll have a handful of business cards to take home with you. And that helps you build your platform as well. Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to say on that one?
Yeah, thank you for reminding me to order more business cards.
So if you do them yourself on Canva, you still have time because you can usually order them and then you'll have them within a day or two to pick up at the local FedEx. Now, just know that if you normally professionally have yours ordered and you're almost out, don't worry. Nobody's going to judge the quality of your business card. Just get some made up, make them at home even, and just put them out there so that you can connect with people. But we just wanted to remind you to bring those along. All right. So another thing we want you to do, because we are going to be putting all this information out through email, through our newsletter. It's not going to go out to everybody. We have a special edition that's going to be coming out soon that will have all the details in it, the orientation details. And you'll want to make sure that you put info@seeyouatthewell.net. You want to make that as a safe contact or as one of your contacts. Because of all the rules and everything with spam these days, they're making it when bulk emails go out. So I send things out to all of the attendees. It triggers the spam filters or whatever. It triggers the spam and it wants info@seeyouatthewell to go into spam folders. But this is really important information. So 2 things you can do is put the info at See You at the Well in your contacts, because then it shows those filters that, wait, this is a contact of mine. I do want communication from this email address, but also you can reply back. So anytime you get a newsletter from us or any kind of an update, just hit reply back and say, hi, got it, or, some kind of encouraging word, or just a smiley face. It trains your email that this is a safe one, because you wouldn't reply back to spam. So that's another thing that you can do to make sure that you don't miss any of the important information that we send out.
Great.
All right. Whew, that was all the stuff about beforehand that they want to know beforehand, right?
Right.
Now let's a little bit quicker go through, without as much detail, just kind of the order of events for the conference. So they kind of have an idea. Now they can go to the website, seeyouatthewell.net, and they can pull up the schedule there. So they can see the order of things. But these are just some highlights of it. And so we'll go ahead and just go through these quick. Registration starts at 1 p.m. on Thursday. So if you're not coming until the evening, but you're in town, you can come and get registered ahead of time. We recommend you come and get registered and then sign up for one of those pre-conferences, because those are going to be from 2 to 5. Now, if you're not going to be here that early, you can still come. We have a second registration that opens at 6 o'clock in the evening, but it's registration with worship. So you probably don't really want to miss the worship. This is just for people who maybe they're flying in and they couldn't get a flight until later. But you can come anytime after 1 o'clock to get registered. As soon as you get registered, you're going to come to the registration table. You're going to find your badge, and you're going to get your program and your goodie bag that we're putting together for you. So all of that you want to do first. I also did want to say that when you get to the church, make sure that you enter through entrance C. There's a lot of different entrances on the church, but the parking is off entrance C. So there's a lot of parking. Some of the entrances have very little parking. So you want to go to entrance C, because that's where the bulk of the parking is. Also, if it's raining, there's a covered where you can pull up underneath it, drop things off. But entrance C, you come in and then you walk. So you turn to your left and you walk toward the registration table. That's where you'll be able to get started. And then after you go to the registration table, the next stop is your 15-minute appointment to sign up for those with the professional faculty. And I'm going to let Kathy talk about that a little bit.
Yes. We have a lot of papers out there of people that you can meet one-on-one for 15 minutes. And 15 minutes goes fast.
It does.
But it's so important. It really is. You want to meet with these professionals to learn more of everything that you are studying right now. I want to give you a little example. Many moons ago, I was at a conference and I signed up for a lot of 15-minute meetings, and I signed up with Cecil Murphy. And I kind of thought, well, I was a little nervous meeting him in the first place, but I thought, I really don't have anything to say or offer or whatever, just looking at myself. And so I went anyway. And what happened was that Cecil Murphy, who is known as King Ghostwriter, collaborator, gave me some of his jobs, because he has so many jobs, he couldn't do them all. So he gave me a couple of his jobs, and I was just so grateful. My mind was blown that actually happened. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to miss your 15-minute meeting. So please use all three opportunities to meet with a faculty member. You will be happy you did.
Mm-hmm. And with ours, you actually can do more than 3. So we recommend that you sign up for at least 3. Sure. So that is another reason why it's a benefit to come to the early registration, because we'll have those sheets out for you to sign up. So we don't we don't limit you, but we also don't want you to hog all of them, leave space for other people. But, if there's people that you really want to, faculty members, professional faculty that you really want to meet with, you don't necessarily have to have a one sheet or anything like that prepared, although it's good to do if the faculty member that you're meeting with actually has a publishing company or they're an agent or an editor. So, as you read over the bios of the people who are going to be there on the website, if there is somebody there that can help you in that area, that's the person you want to sign up with. But we also have people there who just the faculty. So maybe it's somebody that's a coach. Maybe it's somebody that is a songwriter. Maybe it's somebody that leads worship or that is an actor that you've seen in shows. So what you want to do is just pick their brain. I mean, you can come with an idea, and it's really neat to just see what comes out of those 15-minute appointments. So You'll be able to get signed up for those. They will happen all throughout. So this year, because we're spread out and we have a lot of space, we're going to have the 15-minute meetings all over the place. We're going to have little table toppers, and there's some high tops, there's couch areas, there's big round tables. So they're going to be spread all out like they are at some of the other conferences, but the sign-ups for them are going to be in between where the bookstore is located and the registration table, and they'll be all spread out, like Kathy said, on a counter and a table. So you'll be able to get signed up. All right, let's move on to the next thing. We have a prayer room. We have 2 chaplains on staff. That prayer room will be occupied all the time with a chaplain. So anytime throughout, at the beginning, if you want to go there and get prayer before your whole experience begins, you can do that. But anytime throughout, we will have the prayer room covered. My husband, Jim, is one of them, and Kay Hall is another one of the chaplains. And I know if you are an attendee or a faculty member, you have heard from them most likely already. I know that we've had some late registrations come in, and they're still working on getting the prayer, introducing themselves and getting the prayer requests sent out. But some of you have already been emailing back and forth with them. Know that your experience at the well has already been covered in prayer for months and months and months. So it's a very comfy room too. There's couches, and there will be some music in there. And so Kathy, you want to touch on that at all?
I've had experience leading prayer rooms for many years, and I have to say, if you really want to see God working, that's where you need to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Even if you have something that you are just not sure that God's calling you toward, or some project, some creative project, you can go in, even if you're just stuck and you need ideas, just go in and get prayed over,
Yes.
Or if you need healing or anything, they just love praying over creatives and with creatives. So,
Yes,
all right. So then 2 to 5 is the pre-conferences. We've already touched on that. So just a reminder that that's what goes on after registration. Then let's talk a little bit more. Oh, let's talk about this. This actually, I should have put this up with the 15-minute appointments. We have a VIP of the well. So I'm going to let Kathy talk about the VIP, but Amy DeBerg is our VIP this year.
It's a very important position to have as VIP of the well. And her job is just to enjoy the benefits of being VIP. Mm-hmm. Like she gets to go to the front of the line for all meals. Mm-hmm. So if you see her and her beautiful name tag coming towards you, please step back. She also gets some fun, merchandise that we are going to surprise her with. And she gets a wonderful little 25% off at the bookstore. And what am I missing?
Oh, she gets to sign up for her 15-minute appointment. She already has. She got to sign up ahead of time.
So, yes, she did sign up for that. She is so excited about being VIP. But if you want to be VIP in the future, check on what we're doing around Christmas time. We have a lot of giveaways at Christmas online. So that's where it happened.
Yes. Every year we choose a VIP. VIP gets chosen out of our 12 days of Christmas that we do in December. So it's a lot of fun. And that is how Amy became VIP, because she followed along with us on socials. She commented and liked and did some of the activities that we have going on around that time. And we put all the names in a drawing of people who participate, and she was chosen. So that's going to be a lot of fun for her. And like Kathy said, her name tag will be recognizable. It's going to be blinged out a little bit more than everybody else's. So you'll know if you see someone cutting in line, just look at the name tag and you'll see that she's got permission. All right. So when the night begins, we begin with worship. So the Well Worship Band, many of them are from Vertical Church. They will be there to usher in the Holy Spirit. They start every day. So Thursday it's in the evening, and then Friday, and then Saturday in the mornings. That's how we start. We start with worship and then devotions. So we will, it is an experience. It's wonderful. Mm-hmm.
They do such a wonderful job of ushering us into the presence of our Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
And
what a way to start the conference, huh?
It is. It's wonderful.
Yeah. And then we're going to kick it up a little bit and have some fun with our Wellspring opener. We have Billy Wayne Arrington, and he is so much fun. He is also a worship leader. He is on faculty this year, and he's going to be teaching. And he just is multi-creative. So he's going to just get us excited about the weekend and just kick it up a little bit. And I don't know what we're going to be doing exactly, but I know it's probably going to have something to do with music and Jesus.
I'm in. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
And then we're going to move on to introducing our faculty so that you'll get to know a little bit about them. We have them come up on stage and just tell what tracks they're teaching in. And then we have a little get together afterwards, a gathering. We call it the faculty mixer, where the faculty will just be mingling with everybody. And you'll have a chance to have a little bit of dessert or something to drink. And you'll be able to meet other attendees and meet the faculty. So they'll just be there to answer any questions you might have. And sometimes people will decide to go to their breakouts because they were able to talk to them at the mixer. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we will have a night owl. Bruce Martin will be doing a night owl session. This will be at 9:00. This is for those people who they just got there and all of a sudden the night's done and they're like, oh, today's over with already? We want more. So he is going to be doing a very pertinent to our time and culture night owl, talking about unity, and it's called Undivided, how we can be undivided, how we can get along with people that we might not agree with. So it's going to be wonderful. It's very important to know how to interact with people, especially as we're sharing our gifts, because we are going to come across people that we don't always see eye to eye, but how can we still have community, right?
Right.
And so this is one you're not going to want to miss. There's no extra cost to that. It's just your time. That's all it costs. So we're going to have that. And then that's the end of the evening. So we start the next day with worship and devotions like we talked about. We're going to go on to announcements. We'll do all the housekeeping, all the things that we have to tell everybody about, and then giveaways. Go ahead. You get to talk about all the fun stuff, Kathy.
Well, what are you giving away? No.
Oh,
no.
There's a lot of good giveaways this year.
There always is.
Mm-hmm.
Our faculty brings so many neat things to give for you, for giveaways. We give announcements on all the things you need to know. It's a lot of fun. You want to be there, and you must be there to win your giveaway.
Yes, you have to be in the building. So all of the names, all of the attendee names that are registered, their names will go in our little well bucket. And every time we do giveaways, we'll pull from that well bucket. And you have to be present. So if you're out in the hallway, or if you had to go use the restroom or something like that, that's fine if you have someone cover for you and say, hey, if they pull my name, go up and get it for me. But otherwise, you have to be present to win, or we're going to go on to the next person. And it's not just the faculty that are giving things away. We've got some of our sponsors are giving away some really nice prizes this year. And then also attendees, you may participate in the giveaways. So if you have any art projects, like little art things, or you have books you want to give away, you can also participate. You just need to bring whatever you want to give away to the registration table, and we'll add it to the pile that we have. It's a great way to get your books out there and share your creativity with others.
Mm-hmm.
Our keynotes this year, we've already talked about both of them, are Bruce Martin and Karen Porter. And the breakout sessions, we talked about those. You'll go to different breakout sessions. There will be breaks in between. We have them just woven all through the whole weekend. Let's see, what else do we have on here? We have writing, speaking, theater, film, art, and music. Those are the creative tracks that we have. And this is, I know if you're already registered, you know this, but this is for people if you're just happening to watch us. We're talking about the Well Conference, and we're talking about the different breakout sessions that we have where you break out into smaller groups from the large group keynotes, and you get to choose the area of creativity that you'd like to learn, be equipped, connected with people, and be refreshed in. Then we also have our personal and spiritual growth, biblical studies, and marketing. It looks like I left the L off on persona, spiritual growth. It was late at night when I was putting this together, but we just want to make sure, because creatives pour out, and we want to make sure that with the personal and spiritual growth that, you know, your buckets are filled back up when you come to the well, and you're refreshed too. And of course, that you're biblically sound in all the things that you're speaking about and writing about. And it's just a way to grow closer to the Lord, to hear him more as he inspires you to go out and share your creative gifts. So that biblical studies track is amazing. And then, of course, marketing. And why is that important, Kathy? Why do we have to know about marketing?
Well, yes, marketing is very important. It is the way you promote what God has done through you, get the message out.
Yes.
And there is so much to learn about marketing that,
it's always changing.
It's always changing, and you need to keep up on it, on what's going on. So.
Yeah, what's working. So we always have the freshest content, you know, to teach people how to do marketing. So it's just wonderful. And it's so many different ways of marketing. So we love having that. All right. And then, do you have any other tips for breakout sessions, Kathy?
Tips for break.
Choosing them, or just, you know, attending them. Any tips, things you can add?
Yes, do not worry if you have an appointment when you're in a breakout session, because all the leaders know that people are going to be coming and going through their class. So don't worry that you're going to disturb everything. If you want to sit by the door, that would probably be more convenient for you. But don't worry about that. That's one tip. Take notes to things that are pertinent to you. But again, we're going to have the recordings, so don't feel like you have to write every single thing down. But if there's something really tugging on your heart that you hear, you might want to write that down.
Yeah. And we are only selling the recordings this year in a complete package. So that is something that we're going to be promoting after the conference. But yes, we will definitely have those recordings available for afterwards.
Right.
Yep. Okay. And I just wanted to say too, going back to that, what you said, Kathy, about You don't have to stay in one track. If you really feel a nudge to go to a different breakout, let's say you meet a new friend and they're going to a different one, or you just feel like after you heard the keynotes talk, wow, maybe I should look into that. This is the chance. This is your chance to try something new.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. You never know what you're going to get from a different track. Yeah. So it's good to experience it.
Mm-hmm. And like I said earlier, you don't have to attend every single time there's a breakout offered. If you just need time to sit, or if you need time to just do all 15-minute appointments during one of those sessions, or just to get a cup of coffee, your choice. You get to pick and choose. So, yes. All right. So we will also have a sponsor spotlight. We've talked about our sponsors already. We've talked about how they'll have tables there, but we have some of our sponsors who have donated at an upper level that are going to be actually speaking and talking. And so we just want to really recommend that this is a time to stay in the main area and to support our sponsors as they share their hearts with you. I know sometimes because it's not a keynote speaker, people might think, oh, I can leave, but this is a really important time to be in there because you never know what those sponsors are going to say. That might be just what you need after the conference to continue on with the creativity that you're walking in. And so I just recommend that you visit their tables. Some of them have put some goodies in the goodie bags. They have done giveaways for you. They're going to be speaking. So just support our sponsors like they have supported us.
Very good.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Friday night. Woohoo! Go ahead. I know this is your baby and you love it.
Celebration of the arts. It's important to get yourself out there. And celebration of the arts is a way to be on stage in a safe environment. There's no fruit to throw at you, I swear. There won't be. So it is so blessed this whole time. We see people read their works, we see dramas, we see music, we see a lot of different things, and it's a blessing for everyone. And we, as a community of creatives, need to support one another. We are not in competition.
That's right.
We are all needed to make that impact to the kingdom that God has assigned us. Yeah. So it's such an enjoyable time. So I just go ahead.
Well, we have a full lineup this year. It's closed because we had so many people that have asked to be in it. So what we normally do is put, and I'm sure you attendees have heard this, you've seen the links, but we promote it, and then you have so much time to submit for something to do. And so we are full. It is closed, and it's all set. The order's ready, and I just can't wait for people to experience it.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't wait either.
It's nice because it's Friday night. We've had a full day of learning. We just get to sit down and be cheerleaders to our creatives who might be getting on the stage for the very first time.
Very first time. Most of them, it's the very first time. So that's an exciting time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. All right. So then the next day, Saturday, we kind of go through what we just went through. We go through that all over again, except instead of a celebration of arts and sponsor spotlight, we have our awards ceremony. And this year, the awards that will be given away are for the Well Publishers Oasis Awards. And so I'll let Kathy talk about that too.
Yes, we have the Oasis Awards, which gives people the opportunity to submit their unpublished work. And it doesn't have to be the whole thing. It's all on the guidelines. And if they win first place in their category, they get $500 off publication fees at the Well Publishers. So nice. We're excited because we want to help all of you get published. And there's a lot of opportunities through the Well Publishers. So this is one way that everyone can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So look, it'll probably be a, a month after the conference where we open the next Oasis Awards
Okay.
for 2027.
Yes.
So
Yep.
look for it because I want to see your work. I want to
Yeah.
help you get it out there.
Yeah. And it's nice that we get to celebrate those who have done it for this year at the conference.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So then, then we have a closing blessing at the end, usually. Yours truly will be doing it again this year. Last year, there was someone else that was supposed to do it, and I stepped in, and it just feels like I should do it this year again. So, and then we'll have a song to just commission us out. And so that's just a kind of a I want to say brief, but we've been on here for about an hour. So not so brief, but a lot of fun. Kind of synopsis of everything that happens at the well, but there's so much more in between, isn't there?
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Many blessings.
Yes. So if you want to know more about us and you're just listening to this, or you're one of the attendees that's coming and you're not following us yet, you'll want to go to, if you're on Instagram, you'll want to go to See You at the Well. It's at See You at the Well on Instagram. And then on Facebook, it's the Well Ministry for Creatives. And this coming year, we may get out there on some more socials, but those are the ones we have right now. And we will announce in our newsletter if we're out there on some other ones. We're hoping to get out there more. But you want to make sure you're also signed up for our newsletter. And the way you can do that, if you're not signed up for it yet, is to go to our website, seeyouatthewell.net, and you can subscribe down at the bottom. And there's a couple different places, but you can subscribe to our website and you can get our monthly newsletter so you're in the know of everything that's happening with the well. And the reason you want to do that is we offer specials throughout the year. So like I said, you can register while you're at the conference for the next conference at the best price, $200 off. When you leave, the price goes up $100. So you'll never get it for a better price than that. But we have tiered pricing. So throughout the year, the price goes up. And we have three different times that the price increases. So the idea is once you're on our newsletter, you'll know when those price breaks are, and you'll know, oh, hey, we should probably get signed up before the price goes up. We also offer coupon codes at certain times of the year. Like we had that Splash 50 code for watching today. You can sign up still yet and use the coupon code Splash 50. But we offer those throughout the year as well. So you want to make sure that you're following along with us and you're in our community. Now, we are going to do something after the conference that's fun. We have a Facebook group right now that we use for just conference registry, the people who are registered for the conference, the attendees, and the faculty. But we have so many people in that group. And we've had multiple times when people want to share things that they're working on with the other creatives. So we've had a need for a community group. So that group is going to be open and public after this conference. And we're going to be able to share. And it's going to be a place where you can say, hey, I'm thinking about doing a podcast. Anybody got any suggestions? Training. It's going to be a place where, hey, I'm going to do an anthology. I'm looking for some people. Or it's a place just to celebrate. Hey, look, my movie came out or my book came out. Hey, we'd love for you to do some reviews. So that group is on Facebook. It's See You at the Well, and that's going to open up after our conference. And so we just want to be able to connect with our community after the conference too.
Mm-hmm. No, it is important. The whole focus from the very beginning of the well is to build a community, because as a community of creatives, we understand each other.
Mm-hmm.
You may, as a creative, been misunderstood, and we've all shared that pain. And when you come to the well, you'll see that you're understood. We know what you're feeling,
yes,
and we welcome you. And we welcome your gifts, and we're so thankful for your gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to help you with your gifts.
Yes.
But we can't do it alone. We need the
Mm-hmm.
community.
That's right.
So staying in contact is so important.
Mm-hmm.
So don't miss that opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
Don't be
The
a lone ranger.
Yeah. The collaboration is just beautiful. What we've seen God do through the creatives. I mean, it's just been amazing. So,
been.
yeah. And if you want to hear what other people think about the well, go ahead and go to our website, seeyouatthewell.net. There are testimony after testimony after testimony about people's experiences they've had. It's scrolling along. So there's some of the newer ones out there from just this past year, but there's some from 2024, 2023. But just to read what other people think about our conference and what they've experienced is just amazing. So we want to thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Any last words, Kathy, that you want to share from your heart?
Yes, absolutely. Victoria, we can do this. It's just timing. Next week, we will see you at the well.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.